photography made me understand history, and like I was pretty naive American, and until you've left the country and start experiencing some of these places and how old some of them are, and like buildings that remain standing through a war, like the amount of respect for that when the entire city was completely bombed, like bridges in the water, like. But what I really got into was the blacksmithing is so cool because like that was made in, I think, somewhere 1300s or something. This is the Dom outside of Germany. And if you've ever blacksmithed, you'll understand how much of an art that this is. But this entire gate that covers this amazing church that's got gargoyles and all kinds of like angels and demons all over it. It's just like amazing. But this is just the security gate for it.
Wow.
But if you look at that, those are solid pieces of steel that are woven in one another to make these fences and gates. I mean, you can spend, if you really want to geek out on stuff, you can spend hours just looking at that. And then that's not even the main building. That's just the gate. And like you see at the top, they made like poison ivy, and it's all steel, you know?
How many times do you think you were sitting there staring at this gate, taking pictures of it, and somebody walked by and was like, really? Dude, like, look at the building behind you.
Yeah. Well, there's so many. I mean, it's so cool. Actually, Google the Dom in Cologne, Germany, Sarah. It's cool, dude. There's a mortar chunk out of this building is pristine, and there's just a giant chunk missing out of it where mortar like took out of. How would you like to be the guy that fucking shot down? You're like, he went down his history. Yeah, look at this place though, man. It's like something out of a fucking Walt Disney movie, or it's totally that.
Wow,
this place is unbelievable, man. It is.
So you had this place in front of you, and you were just sitting there taking pictures of the gate.
So go down a little bit, to that right where your cursor's at. See that bridge? There's a cool history. This is such a cool city, man. Like the one with the bridge in it that has the arches. So during World War II, that bridge was completely underwater. Like they shot it out. So like you could, because it was one of the only places to cross. So they've taken the original bridge and reconstructed it out of a lot of what they could salvage. So there's still like bullet holes in it and stuff. And then there's a really cool tradition. There's like a sidewalk that goes along this bridge, and there's all these master locks. And when you get engaged, you put a master lock on there, and you throw your keys to it in the river, and it's like you're
gonna be together forever.
You engrave it, and they have some that are like shaped like hearts. So this whole thing is just full of like these marriage vows as you walk down this thing. It's so cool. And then you're walking to that structure.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's unbelievable. And then when you get close up, like you can't really see it in my photos because I kind of focused on the blacksmithing, but there's just all kinds of gargoyles and just fucking unbelievable stuff on the side of this thing. Like, look at that. It's all stained glass. And that was made, God, probably 2,000 years ago, something like that. It's insane. It's so old.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
It's cool, man. That was the coolest thing about traveling is just like some of that history and being involved with that. And then like going to Norway and stuff and seeing just different like European, like the Swiss Alps or Northern Italy. It's just different,
Totally. I was in Italy in September for a week, and man, blew my mind. Just
that's so cool.
All of that was just so cool.
Did you go to the Colosseum?
I did. We went to the Colosseum, Naples, went to Mount Vesuvius. Just all of it blew my mind, man. I've never been out of the country, so that was other than like Mexico,
Right.
So that was just next level. Definitely humbling and just amazing.
Dude, it's so cool there, man. Like Italy holds a special spot in my heart. I had no idea because I didn't really know my dad growing up, but apparently I'm 60% Italian, which explains why my love for pizza and pasta and all that sort of stuff, right? But it's just different over there, man. There's so much history there That's so cool. Like, did you guys go in the Coliseum?
Oh yeah, we
did the full tour.
All of it.
That's pretty awesome.
Same thing. I came back and I've just been engulfed in like reading about it and just wanting to learn more about it, man. I was so blown away. The Coliseum was great. Just all of it.
Dude, I got the spot for you to go back. When you go back, if you guys go back, you have to put Verona, Italy.
Verona.
On the booking. And it's quite a ways from Rome. But I mean, when you get over into Europe, you can be in like 3 different countries in a day, man. It's insane. But anyways, there's a place there, and you can actually go and see a concert there, you know, if you look at the schedule. When I was on tour with the Killers, we played this spot, and it was the first time that I'd been there. But it's called the Arena, and it was built before the Coliseum. It was the first like gladiator like arena. And it's cool, man. You can go and see a concert there now. They have a whole like ground structure that they put inside of this place. Pull that up, Sarah, because it's pretty cool. And the people there are fucking incredible. The fans that show up, like, just shit that I've never seen at a concert before. Like, the Arena in Verona, Italy. But it's also where, like, Romeo and Juliet, if you believe that was a true story, that's where it took place. So you can go to like Juliet's balcony and like, it's a good spot to take the wife. Yeah, this place is fucking rad. So this is why they call arenas in the U.S. an arena, because this was the first spot, and this was built to watch people kill each other or a lion kill a dude.
Pretty
like,
much.
It's so wild. So when you go down, when you're working there, we got to take a little tour of like underneath it is like animal cages and prison cells, and like it is eerie, man. It's definitely like that place has some history, bro.
This cage will be your dressing room.
Yeah. Enjoy. Well, and you're walking around and you're like, I wonder how many people died here. They publicly executed people there. It's crazy, man.
You know what was crazy out there was we went to one of the catacombs.
Yes.
It blew my mind. And it's just like we were talking to the tour guide, and he was like, yeah, we get like 2,000 people a day, whereas like the Coliseum gets 40,000 people a day, more. The catacombs was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
There's some catacombs in France that are freaky, man. Like,
yeah.
It's a straight up metal cover. I mean, they just ran out of spots to put bodies, so they started
just throwing people down in there.
Well, it was like art.
Yeah,
so
it was like
there's
mortar.
an entire wall, an entire tunnel that you walk through that's made out of human skulls that's underground. It is fucking... I thought it was really cool, but then you start thinking like each one of those was a life. Each one of those was a daughter or a son or a dad or what. I mean,
that's not fake. That's a real skull.
No, it's real shit. And then it's crazy when you dive into the history of it. Like the people that gave us the tour were some locals, and then we kind of went during off. But there's a whole like underground, like city, like parties and shit that happen down there, like after hours. Like it is wild, dude. Dude, like it's just a different part of the world. I think we're so naive to it here in America. And it took me a long time, like going there, 7 or 8 times to really realize it. Like you're sitting on a park bench that's older than our country. You know what I mean? Right. It's crazy. And like in Ashbury Park or wherever, like it's unbelievable. Or like some of the music venues that they have out there. Like there's the Royal Albert Hall in London. That place is like, it's older than our country by like 5 times or something. And it's like an indoor, beautiful, spot to see a concert. It's pretty cool. There's that sort of history we don't really have that we know of,
Yeah.
We have archaeological history, which I think is cool. Just as cool.
But we weren't civilized.
No.
At all. So different. So different.
No, it's so different, man. Definitely Paleolithic. But I think like the oldest bar in America is only like a few hundred years old or something.
Yeah.
But you can go into like, there's spots in Scotland's another fucking badass place. Like Edinburgh is unbelievable, man. There's like still like these castles and cobblestone streets, and you can go into this like, there's this place called like the Tree Bar or something. I forget what it is. but like Robin Hood was in there. That was his drinking spot.
That's
dude.
crazy.
Like
the spot.
the Robin Hood, you know,
That's
not
nuts.
like. So it's kind of wild. It's cool.